us may have gone, but there's no doubt this isn't the last we've seen of Eoghan.
And we're joined now by the man himself, Eoghan Quigg. We have waited weeks to have you here on the UTV Life sofa. You must be absolutely delighted with how your home country and your hometown has accepted your success.
Oh, it's been incredible, you know, coming home from the homecoming, seeing my family and the crowds gathering just to cheer me on. And, you know, all my successes basically come from everyone back here supporting me.
Right, enough about that. Into the X Factor house, come on. Tell us what it was really like.
The X Factor house was a big 3-story house. It was worth millions, and you know I was living in it, and it was a dream for me. The contestants were really nice people. I've met so many new mates now, and my life has just changed the past 12 weeks.
And now you did top the polls in the 6 weeks, the first 6 weeks of the show, and there was a lot of controversy over the telephone voting and people couldn't get through. How did that make you feel?
I didn't really know until one of my mates rang me after the show saying I couldn't get through all night, and I was like, well, maybe the lines were jammed, there's too many people voting, and I didn't know much about it. But whenever I heard I won 6 shows, I was like, wow, and not win the show, you know, it must be a record.
It's incredible just how well you did. Well, I sometimes watched it late at night on one of the other ITV channels, and you weren't allowed to come to the studio because, well, what was happening? Were you at home in your bed?
No, it's because I'm still at school, and you know, at school you have your 5 weekdays and you get your Sunday and Saturday off. I am entitled to 2 days off, and I have to be 9 hours in the studio. But if I was finished school, I would be like everyone else. I didn't actually go home. I went in to see my family afterwards when I got in for an extra hour. Now,
I'm sure the whole experience of being on X Factor was absolutely wonderful, but was there any particular highlight throughout all those weeks?
Meeting Mariah Carey was a huge thing for me. Singing along with Boyzone would probably be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and we heard this story too about Kate Moss asking you for an autograph for one of her friends, and you looked up to realise you were signing for one of the most famous women in the world.
I was actually in a rush, and I was getting my clothes ironed, and Diana says, "There's Kate," and I was like, "How doing, Kate?" Sign a few things. She gave me this big, huge fur coat to wear because it was cold outside, and I was talking to her niece on the phone, and I gave her back the coat, and then I went in, and literally someone says, "That was Kate Moss." I was like,
now you mentioned the Diana said. So what about the Diana said? Come on, spill the beans.
No,
we want to know all the nitty-gritty.
We're not a couple at all. We're just really good friends, and you know, we'll see what happens. You know, that we've got the live tour to look forward to.
Right. Anything more to look forward to? You're not paying any wee visits over to the north of England?
Well, if I get a free day, maybe, but at the minute I'm sort of concentrating on Christmas and having gigs and spending time with the family.
You're playing your cards very close to the chest. Come on,
let's call a spade a spade. What did you buy the girl for Christmas?
Nothing.
Yet?
Yet.
You still have time.
Nothing yet. There's still a few days.
Well, listen, you mentioned Boyzone there, and they've invited you on their tour.
Exactly, yep. Hasn't been decided yet. Obviously, Louis wants me to come, and it'll be as good as them as it'll be good for me. And, you know, it'll get me out there, and people will notice me more. And I probably will end up doing it because it's a great opportunity for me.
And there were times in the show that I know there was Simon Cowell had wanted you to sing the High School Musical stuff, and I sort of felt you were a bit lost in that. You were very good at it, but I didn't think you looked as comfortable with it. I loved you singing Snow Patrol in the auditions, and I would have loved to have heard a bit more of that. Did you feel you were being pigeonholed a wee bit?
High School Musical is a clever song for various reasons. I'm not really into the musical. The song's not a bad song. You know, there's a lot of choreography. You can dance and you can move to it, and you know, that's what the competition's all about, versatility. If you can dance to musical songs, if you can do ballads, upbeat songs, high-pitched songs, you know, and that's basically, I want to be a versatile artist.
But ideally, what would you like to be doing? What do you want to be singing?
Busted song when I sung Year 3000, that kind of rocky pop, young, fresh, like the Jonas Brothers, McFly, that kind of music.
Well, that would suit you down to a T, wouldn't it?
One of the things, but I have to say, one of the things that really impressed me about you was when you came on and you admitted you were an ABBA fan. I think that shows a maturity, because ABBA, like, arguably one of the greatest groups of all time.
The greatest group of all time. No one, I don't even think the Beatles come near close to ABBA. You know, from coming from Sweden and coming to crack the UK, and you know, it's funny for a 16-year-old fella, but all my family, if someone played a CD of ABBA, then everyone would get up and dance. You know, I'm just reared with it, and I just think they're an incredible band.
Well, listen, you've just hot-footed it from the Royal.
Yes.
And you met some incredible children down there, didn't you?
Yeah, I met a young fella, Cian, who's critically ill, and it was a pleasure for me to go and see him today, you know. And he's a big Tyrone supporter, and we got the whole Tyrone team to sign his jersey.
Well, you just say hello into that camera there.
And if you're watching, Cian, hello from me, and we had Paul McCluskey down too, so it was a really nice treat for him, and, you know, it's really hard for someone at that age.
You are in huge demand, and obviously people will be queuing up to ask you to do A, B, C and D. What sort of advice are you getting? What sort of professional advice?
Everyone's just saying, oh my God, I can't believe you got in the X Factor. I'm going in next year, and there's actually a lot of kids going in next year. And for advice, just be yourself, and if you want to be there and if you have a dream, go for it. Let nothing hold you back.
Well, your dad made me laugh there in makeup because he said he's been dumped now because we've been calling him every week when you were on the X Factor to get him into the studio. But now that we've got the real thing,
yep, well,
he's out the window now.
No, Dad's been an incredible help to me. You know, he's been there the whole time. We was at every show. He's been with me all the time. So thanks to Dad as well.
And of course, your mommy was quite busy during it, wasn't she?
She was. She was pregnant, and she's a beautiful baby, Chrissy Maya, and you know the family's together for Christmas. It's really nice, and it's just lovely to get back, you know, to get to know the baby, because she was really didn't know me, and now she's like fond of me now. Well,
listen, we've another challenge for you. The next time you come into the studio, you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Of course. Of course, I'll sing for you.
We'll look forward to that in the new year. That should be good crack. Listen, Eoghan, it's been brilliant having you here, and every success for 2009.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, top man, well done.
Thank you.